prioritizing. This one, cost methodology, ABC method, Eisenhower method, ano pa isa? Pareto analysis. Now, let's go to tips for manager to improve time management. So first is prioritize, set measurable goals, plan ahead, and know when to delegate. I will not emphasize too much about this kasi we discussed some of this couple of times. It's just repeating. So prioritize, obviously, priorities 1, 2, 3, and then set measurable goals. I would just like to discuss this a little bit. When you're setting goals, you don't set goals na not achievable. You have to set it in a smart way. Smart means S for being specific, and means measurable. How much time are you looking for to achieve this goal? Next is attainable. Kaya mo ba yung gawin? Is your subordinates are able to attain that goal or action plan? Or how are you going to do it? R is realistic. Baka naman hindi naman ganun ka-realistic yung goal and then kailangan niya pang pumunta ng moon to just achieve that certain goal. It has to be realistic. It has to be real. And then T for being time-based. How long until you reach the goal? You have, when you're setting goals, you have to put your start date and your deadline. So then you will be able to measure if kung may improvement ba dun sa ginagawa mo, or do you have another strategy to do to make sure that you can reach your goal in that set deadline. So set measurable goals. This is essential for both business owners and employees. Establishing clear-cut goals will help you measure the success of your work and effectively track your progress that you have made toward that goal. As a company, you should be asking questions like, where do we want to be next year? And even personal at this time, how much revenue do we need to make next month to stay on track? The answer to your question should form measurable, tangible goals that you can communicate to your employee. Time management means that you are not only productive with your time, but the productivity is focused on achieving your company's goal. Clear? So you use the word SMART when you're setting your goal. It has to be specific, it has to be measurable, has to be attainable, and has to be realistic and time-based. Plan ahead, same. It's like you're prioritizing your plan, setting priority A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. So planning ahead today saves time and unnecessary stress. Tomorrow, once you have established your goal, you can also start working on a feasible timeline to reach them. An important part of planning is to be realistic. So it's just similar with SMART. So just be realistic, plan ahead, and make sure that it's time-based as well. You always use your calendar or set deadlines so to make sure that you're reaching your goal on time. Know when to delegate. Already I mentioned also delegations to discuss, right? So that will also increase your productivity because you're able to give tasks to other people that doesn't need actually your supervision already. So you can have more time in other stuff and other things that you have to consider. Problem solving. Problem solving in business is defined as implementing process that reduce or remove obstacles that are preventing you or others from accomplishing operational and strategic business goals. Identify and define the problem. Prioritize the problem based on size, potential impact, and urgency. Problem solving actually very, very important. So in the business, you will face a lot of problems. You will have employee problem, financial problem, competitor's problem, but you have to set your priorities. Which one is very important? For example, you have problems in productions, and currently you're on the field, and then you also have problems with your employee, and you also have complaints with the customer. So, ano sa tingin niyo yung yung gagawin? You have problems with your employee, you have problems with the productions, you have customer complaint.
Production.
Yes, productions, right? Because you cannot jump directly to employees para pagsabihan siya or something because you have productions to do there because maraming mga customer naghihintay. After you sort out the production problem, then go to the customer complaint.
Then last employee.
And then last the employee. So that is how you do your problem solving. Baka mamaya i-expose mo na yung employee and then there's a customer waiting, which is always happen. There's customer waiting for you, waiting for your attention, and then there is problem in the kitchen or there is problem in the production. And then yung si employee kasi you're emotional na,
Yes.
right? What you have to do is just focus on the first thing that is very important during the operational time, and then go back to your employee or whatever problem is that for personal problem after you sort out the productions and your customer. Now we go to human resources. So human resources is also one of the important department in business. Kasi basically, you cannot run the business without people, without employee, right? You need to have employee to be able to produce product, to be able to make sales or
Bring money.
Yes, bring money. So basically, they said nga, diba, his employee is the asset of the company.
Yeah.
And you need to make sure that you're hiring the right candidate here. Because if you are hiring the wrong candidate, what will happen?
Wasting your money.
Waste of time and money.
Yes, waste of time and waste of money, and also you need to do rehiring again.
Yes.
Going back, rehiring people is not easy. Going for interview, training,
Especially here, ma'am, with visa and...
Exactly. And then for us in the Philippines, wala namang
Wala
visa
na.
procedures, wala namang medical lang, tapos na, or hiring. And that's it. You can start tomorrow, but here, some other company, they bring from outside pa. Kasi hindi naman lahat dito nagtatrabaho as low labor, like for example, mga construction. So here we will discuss on recruiting and hiring people. So human resources management. What is human resources? So human resources is the set of people who make up the workforce of an organization, business sector, industry. Another concept of human capital. Similar terms include manpower, labor, personnel, associates, or simply people. So that is human resources. It consists of laborers, employees, team members, personnels, whatever you call it. So it's basically an organization of people. Human resources or HR is a division of a business that is charged with finding, screening, recruiting, training job applicants, and administering employee benefits program. So now we have human resources and we have the HR, which is the department naman. Which is, most of you for sure there is an HR, right? Who is doing all of these things na like screening, recruiting. Some big company they do screening. Some small companies, bigyan mo CV mo, sige, pasok mo. Mga ganun directly. So they actually don't need an HR department. They don't need HR manager, they don't need HR director. They just go directly sa
Mostly here, ma'am, referral.
referrals, right? Why company do go for referrals?
Since we know already that this guy, the director is no already to it.
Exactly, right? So most of the company, they prepare referrals because, for example, if you refer someone, syempre mahihiya yun na do something na against the company or just suddenly resign because that will ruin your reputation to the company. And next time that you would like to refer, ano may mahihiya ka na or it won't be considered kasi nga, yung unang mo refer, may naman ano. But now, most of the company are doing these kind of things when they even give benefits to employee na mag-refer. They get some sort of rewards or amount of money. In my previous company, they do that. You refer someone and then you get like 100 pounds, 200
Ito, ma'am,
pounds.
wala akong nare-receive.
Wala kang nare-receive.
Sabi ko lang, refer sa company.
Yun lang. Only the company is benefit you.
Hindi generous.
Hindi generous. Obviously, level 1, pagka wala ka talagang makain, talagang mamatay ka talaga sa gutom.
I have those before in level 2 to level 3 and 4.
I am still in level 2.
Experience ko po in sa Pilipinas.
Oh, di ba?
Sobrang hirap.
Right, so it's difficult. And for us to be, going to that level of self-actualization takes time. Sometimes even habang buhay tayo, we're still striving to push our potential. So just the importance of hierarchy. Nakapal. Diyan ako. We're done. So Maslow argued that the failure to have needs met at various stages, as I mentioned to you, of hierarchy could lead to illness, particularly psychiatric illness or mental health issues. Individuals whose physiological needs are not met may die or become extremely ill. When safety needs are not met, post-traumatic stress may occur, which is true, right? So, hierarchy of needs and organizational theory, Maslow hierarchy of needs is relevant to organizational theory because both are concerned with human motivations. Understanding what people need and how people needs differ is an important part of effective management. So, it's connected with managing your people and managing your business. Because if your people are not happy, if your people are not motivated, and how they will be able to bring business or profit here. So that is end of our topic today. I hope I am on time. Any questions?
Thank you.
Violent reaction. Any clarification?
PM is the key.
There is the key, guys. If you have any questions or
Thank you for today, Ms.
Thank you so much. Prepare for exam next week.
Huwag ka kasi na agad doon, ha?
Yes, I will send it now. Yes. I will send it now.
Sa akin na itong ano.
Yes, yung mga exam sa inyo na yan. Kasi na-record ko na yan siya eh.
Sige, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Magkahay muna kayo sa vlog ko, please.
Bye.
Bye.
Next week, finals.
Next week finals, guys.
Next week, guys, final na, my gosh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please subscribe to my channel, guys.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Ano pa kaya ano?
Please see in my life vlogs. Because my kids are letter C, starting with letter C. That's my, kaya please see in my life vlogs.
Send it na guys yung module na.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Bye, guys.
much.